Hey guys, okay, this is Toy with Love Between Two Women, and today I want to talk about in self, investment in self. Oftentimes, in the past I've talked a lot about relationshiping and how to have a good relationship, communication, and all of that. But I haven't touched on about investing in yourself because really, initially, you need to really have it together before you invest in a relationship, pour into a relationship. I think it's important that you pour into yourself first. So you might say, okay, well, Toy, how do I go about doing that? How do I go about getting into a really good relationship with myself first before getting in a relationship with someone else? It's fairly simple, but it can be complex if you allow it to be. Let's start with the relationship of um, just your internal being, your internal self. Do you really know who you are? Do you know who you're composited of? Oftentimes, I can only speak for me being a black woman because that's what I am. And I'll use myself as the example. Okay. Really, I am like going on 46 years old. Okay. I didn't really know who I was until 40-ish. Seriously. I was comprised and composed of so many people. You would be like, "Dag, she's really a Sybil." Okay. If you guys don't know what a Sybil is, Sybil was a movie where a lady had multiple personalities. Only thing is, I didn't have multiple personalities, but I kept picking up people's personalities, other than my own. So let's say hypothetically, I liked the way some girl's perm looked in her hair. Guess what? I asked her where she went and got her hair done, who was her stylist, blah, blah, blah. Guess what? Bam. I had close to her hair, but it wasn't my hair. It was her hairstyle. It was her deal. Okay. If I seen somebody with a particular blouse on, a pair of pants, guess what? I asked where they got that from. Bam. Kind of had that style going on. I'm just giving you small building blocks to work with here. Let's say hypothetically, um, I went to church and I seen somebody shouting, doing a nice shout, a nice dance. They just look entertaining. Guess what? I worked on that till I got it. Then what? I started doing that same shout. You know why? Because I was picking up a part of that person's spirit. So that's what I'm showing you guys. Okay, if a person was reading a particular book, even if it wasn't interesting, but they look sexy with it, I went and got that book too. I might not have been reading it, but I was looking at it like I was. So I wasn't comprised of just me, wholesome me, and accepting me for me. I was built up of all of these other people. And some of them wasn't even worth me doing that, me making myself somebody else, making myself them, because they probably didn't know who the hell they were either. But yet here I am picking up all of these spirits and putting them together and saying, okay, this is Toy. Well, it wasn't. Okay, so around 40-ish, you know what I decided? I decided to get in a good old relationship with me. And I had to tear away and I had to peel back the skins of the onion of who I had built myself up over the years. And guess what? I started with my crown. I started with my head. I shaved all of my hair off. I went to the barber. My hair was nice length. And I told him, I said, shave it all off. I'm not suggesting that you do the same, but I'm telling you what I did. I said, shave it all off. And he pulled my hair out. He said, are you sure this is what you want to do? I said, I'm positive this is what I want to do. Go ahead and cut it all off. He cut it all off. I mean, it was scalp long. It was probably every bit of this length that's on my edges, okay? That was my first beginning of getting in a relationship with me, knowing who I was. And so I no longer put relaxers in my hair. I decided to go natural. And guess what, guys? I've not been natural since 8 or 9 years old. You know why? Because my mother started out conditioning me, put other people's thing on me. You know, this is what you're supposed to look like. You ain't supposed to look natural like this. You're supposed to look like this, you know. So then I had to, guess what? I had to learn how to deal with this, because this wasn't no joke. This was some serious right here. Wasn't no joke. It still ain't to today, but you know what? I love it. It's mine. Look how long it's grown over like 3 years, y'all. 3 years. But my hair ain't never been this long, ever in my freaking life. Ever, ever. Okay? Because guess what? I kept putting relaxers and stuff, and they just break off, and I ain't know how to take care of that either. But with my own hair, you know, I began to learn my queenship. I began to learn who I truly am from the scalp. So I did that. And then I said, you know what? And I was about 210 pounds, blah, 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 yeah, something like that. And it took me a long time to get in a relationship with my body, you know, with my physical being. Because I was like, okay, well, all I got to do is go get this particular garment, put it on, pull it tight, and, you know, I'll look in this way and out this way and out this way. You know, I'll look like all of this, something in which I was not. All I was doing was camouflaging what really wasn't supposed to be there. So then I took another step and I got in a relationship with my body. And I started thinking about what I should eat and what I should not eat, you know. And I started reading my Bible. We're going to talk about spirituality in a little while. So I started reading my Bible, and some kind of way, I wound up at Daniel's, the book of Daniel's. And, you know, how he ate, you know, only the stuff that came from the earth, and drank pure water, clear water, clean water, blah, 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 blah. And you know, in my spirit woman's mind said, do that. So, you know, I kind of tried to do that. Yes, I failed several times, but I still continued until I began to get the grasp of it, and my body started getting cleaner, and I started feeling better, and I started feeling healthier, not for somebody else, but for me. Okay, so now I know about my crown. Now I know about my body, right? So then I started feeding my brain other garbage other than the damn TV. Okay, because yes, I was a couch potato at one time too. Whatever came on TV, I let it condition my mind to be depressed, to be oppressed, to be happy sometimes. Whatever the TV wanted to tell me I should be at that moment, I let it do that. So I stopped all that too. I said, no more TV. So, you know, I picked up some books that I felt would interest me. You know, some authors that would interest me. I needed some mentors, whether they was alive or dead, whether they was Oprah Winfrey or whether they was Napoleon Hill. But I needed somebody, and I needed somebody fast that I could have as a mentor, and I could recondition, I could rechannel my mind, get all the garbage out, and put some fresh good stuff in, right? This still me working on me, being in a relationship with me. But the only thing is I got some mentors. Most of my mentors are dead as hell, okay? They've been dead for well over 70, 80 years, like Napoleon Hill. Gotta love the guy. Self-help stuff. Yeah, so I started doing that. So I started cleansing and purifying my mind along with my body. So now we're at mind, body, and then I started dealing with my soul, my spiritual life. So I started reading my Bible a little bit more. You know, I ain't understand everything, but you know, I prayed for understanding and wisdom and knowledge, and God surely over time has been giving it to me. Um, but still in a relationship with me now, me and God now. You know, so I'm still peeling back the onion, you know, taking off the layers in which I have been conditioned all my life, you know, starting from a little girl or whatever. So now I got mind, body, and soul. And I'm still currently working on those things. You know what? And the more I work on me, the less I channel in on other people and other relationships. I'm careful. I'm ever so careful of who I let in my life, in my circle, because they can come in like a freaking 2 sticks of dynamite and blow up everything you built, because they are just destructive. Some people can blow you up without them even meaning to, or without even knowing it, because they're so dependent, on what you've built, on the house that you've built within yourself. So then they don't mean to destroy it, but they don't know anything else, because they multi-personality. They can pound or comprise of God knows how many people. So then they come into your life and they start, tearing away and pulling away at what you've done, the work you've put in, right? So what I'm saying here now, and I know you guys say, Toy, you've talked so much about relationship and all of that stuff and being with another person, but now I'm telling you, you got to take that downtime and be in a good relationship with you. Be okay with buying you some flowers, and damn it, know what flowers you like. Don't go buying flowers that somebody has told you all these years that you supposed to have, like roses. No. If you don't like roses, don't buy them. Don't accept them from anybody either. Go find some flower you like. If it's a daisy, it's a daisy. If it's a lily, it's a lily. If it's a jasmine or lilac or whatever, that's the flower you like. That's the flower you buy for yourself. That's the flower you accept as a gift from someone. If you like a particular attire, like it because you like it, not because you've seen it on somebody else, or not because somebody else said did it look good on you, or not because somebody else said they like it. So therefore you start being conditioned and you start liking it. You go buy what you like for you, whatever that item may be. Yeah, even don't be conditioned in church either. Don't be mentally conditioned in church. Read your Bible, listen to what the pastor, the overseer has to say, then go home and pray about it. Because at the end, God has the final say. He has the final say on everything. So, yeah, you listen to your leadership, but then you go pray. You go ask God to confirm, give you confirmation on what you've heard and what you've learned. And then you walk in that. You work within that frame. So, good relationship with self is very important. And then you can see a lot clearer, far clearer. When you're in a relationship with you, you know what is good for you and what's healthy for you and what's not. And that's how you'll determine who you're going to let into your life for a relationship and who is not going to be quite the fit for you. Because I'm a firm believer, you can put a key in 100 locks, and if that key don't work for them 100 locks, it might turn, but it's not going to unlock it. Okay? Same thing with a relationship with somebody. If you put the key into them and it turn, but it don't unlock, don't keep them in your life. But if it unlocks, if you got the key to their lock, they got the lock to your key, y'all good for each other. If not, let it keep moving, because that lock belongs to somebody else. It don't belong to you. That's why it didn't unlock. So, yeah, that's a little bit on that. Hope that has inspired, encouraged, motivated someone out there. Ask me questions. I know I don't answer the questions all the time. I'm sorry. I don't do a lot, but you know what? I'm trying to do what I can do, seriously, because I mean, I work 12 to 14 hours a day. Then I turn around, I work out for another, 30, 40 minutes or an hour. And then, I'm kind of right back to it again. Same old, same old. And so I'm trying now to take out some time to do these videos, to let you guys know that I didn't just jump on and, go get caught in the wind somewhere. It's just a wind of life that's, shifting me and moving me in different directions. So until next time, guys, make sure you rate, comment, subscribe, come back and see me. Toy at Love Between Two Women. Peace. Bye.